Thank you, Toy. New Year celebrations are always fun, you know, staying up late, fireworks, ringing the new year with friends and family, but that's just not always the case for our pets. Dr. Jerome Williams with Red Mountain Animal Clinic joins us this morning with some things we should keep in mind to protect our pets this week. Good morning, Dr. Williams. Hey, little dog. Little Peabody.
Yeah, he's so excitable most times. When I get the leash to come here, he just gets so excited.
He makes my day when I see him out there in the hallways. I know we're all excited to ring in 2023. People may be putting up at first, you know, before we even get to the fireworks, maybe some decorations, inviting people over.
Yes.
What are some things we should make sure we keep out of the way for our pets if they are at the house parties with us?
Well, you know, one of the favorite foods we have around is chocolate. So we want to keep that out of the way. And there's some alcohol laid around, and some dogs will consume it if they can. But those are the kind of things you want to be most careful of, the kind of food. And many dogs cannot eat anything.
Yeah.
So be careful of the food that you lay around that they can get a hold of.
My little Winston can't eat anything, or we're up all night long.
Yes.
So then you have the fireworks. It's a big topic on the 4th of July. We know they're going to go off this New Year's Eve. First, let's start if people aren't at home. What can you do to make sure your pet stays comforted?
You want to get with your veterinarian. There are several products around that can help calm them. You can also use a thunder jacket.
Okay.
Those work well with some pets, but you want to make certain that you have done the appropriate stuff. You should know your pet well enough to know whether they would tolerate thunderstorms or fireworks, so you're prepared for that. Now, there are some dogs that have just, been so traumatized. Others have done destructive things when they've heard the fireworks.
What does the thunder vest actually do for your pet?
I don't know. It's sort of a common, like the little wraps that have with babies.
Yeah.
I don't know the mechanism, but they do work. I had my doubts initially. This makes no sense. It seems illogical, but in fact, they do work.
And if you are with your pets there, it's obviously easier to monitor, but kind of the same thing. Just make sure, would you have your pets outside with you if you're shooting fireworks in the backyard?
It depends. It depends on your pet. Some pets are not fazed by them at all. Others are. If yours are, then you want to make sure that you consider, you know, where their anxiety level is. And go to your veterinarian the next 2 or 3 days and get some medication if you can, if your pet, you know, has those adverse reactions. What
long-term effects does this type of anxiety have on pets?
It can cause the kind of cumulative effect where any noise they hear, just like with people, you know, they associate that with some horrible, some terrible. So you don't want to let it continue, because it builds up and then it can cause other additional problems later on.
Oh my gosh, so should the pets get a little extra love on New Year's Day when you come home for all the New Year's celebrations?
Absolutely, yes indeed, while you're watching the games and all the other things.
Awesome. Well, how's Peabody do with fireworks?
He's not fazed by it at all.
Not fazed at all.
No. But he does howl anytime he hears a siren. I mean, I don't know what that is. I never heard that with a dog before, but he starts to howling.
Oh my goodness. My dog's not fazed by fireworks, but at 3 years old, he still won't go up the steps. So
you got work to do.
We got work to do. I got work to do before I raise any other dogs, I guess. Well, thank you so much. Any other advice you want to add before we go into the holiday weekend?
No, those are the main things. We consider the fireworks that we have. So, you know, if your dog is reactively negative to fireworks, keep that in mind and try to comfort them and make sure you reassure them that it's nothing bad going to happen because they're hearing all that noise.
Yes, we're going to love our little furry friends no matter what. Well, thank you again for coming by today, and I hope you and Peabody, Jake, little dog, whatever he wants to come by today, have a happy new year.
Thank you. Happy New Year to all of our viewers out there.
Awesome. Well,